another episode of R&R. It's Jamerson, Ballard. I am your illustrious host. And, Master, what's happening, man? Hey, we lit. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. Veronica, 30, man, what's going on, man? Hey, shout out to the Grand Gang. All right, shout out to the Capital Letter Club. All right, and we're gonna get this thing started fairly quickly. First, let me give a shout out to my sponsors. First up, Kicks, the urban luxury shoe brand, the brainchild of yours truly. Yeah, man, check those out, man. I'm gonna leave a link in the description box, and be sure to show me some love with those. And next up we have the Velvet Tiger dispensary on MacArthur and Reno in Oklahoma City, and tell them I sent you. Spend over $20 and they'll give you at least a pre-roll. Yeah, shout out to them, and shout out to you. Shout out to all of y'all in the internet world viewing me at this point. Let's just get right to it, man. The topic for today is the ball or the sword theory. Yeah. All new shit coming from SuperStee, aka Jamerson Ballard. You probably ain't heard of that shit used as a theory. But you've probably heard that used, if you listen to any Wu-Tang, which is where I kind of got this whole idea from in the first place. Not necessarily Wu-Tang. It's actually a movie. It might be called not the Last Samurai, but it's a samurai movie. It's an older movie. I was talking to my brother Dude on the morning show that we've actually kind of, I guess, developed together. Shout out to Due Diligence. And I touched on it slightly without me trying to give away too much. But hopefully if y'all was there and I didn't explain it fully, y'all here. And here's, what I got to say about that. Now, I'm exhaling because, it's just, sometimes it's a lot. But this is like I said, this is all right. To explain what the ball and the sword theory is, first let's talk about the ball or the sword and how it came to be. Right? Okay. So in the movie or on the record, I would hear a samurai presenting a ball or a sword to a newborn, or like maybe a toddler, in an effort to see if this child is fit to live the shogun life, right? And in the interlude, it was like, "Come, son, choose life or death." And if the kid chose the ball, I mean, he was gonna kill him. But if he chose a sword, then he was fit to handle what was coming next. You know what I mean? And I am under the impression that we have these options in our everyday life. You know what I mean? It's just like you have the option to choose the ball or the sword in these instances, right? And it's not just with big shit. I mean, I would imagine if you was to apply this, it could be applied to, even the smallest decisions. Like, but this just kind of get into the theory a little bit more in depth, right? So, for instance, the ball is always going to be the simplest choice, the easiest thing to do, or like the kicking it option, which is, just right there. In life, whenever you have something that's about to come to fruition, a lot of times the counterfeit comes first. I don't know who I'm talking to or who this is going to resonate with, but some of y'all probably need to hear this, right? But yeah, before something good comes in your life, usually the counterfeit shows itself first, right? And trying to shortstop the good thing that you might have coming. And to me, that's usually the ball. It's a little too easy to pick this option. It's the option you normally go with, and it's just the recreational issue. let's say for instance you got an anger issue and you're presented with a challenge. Now each challenge to me is usually an opportunity to be promoted. You know, chaos is the hinges to the doors of promotion. If you've been in tune to this channel for any length of time, you've heard me say that a number of times, and it's no surprise that I'm using it in this. But anger issue, right? And you at your job, and it's your job not to spaz out, but you're being tested, right? Somebody is, spazzing on you. And, I mean, it's human nature for you to spaz back. You will be within your rights to do so, right? That's the ball, though. The sword option is a lot harder to find, usually, and it takes a lot more effort in order for it to be drawn. In this theory, we'll look at it almost like, well, maybe not the sword and the stone, but you still, like, it's not readily available. It's not right there in front. You have to look for it and search like Candy Cameron. And when I get hit with these, it's usually kind of a slight chuckle, which doesn't necessarily mean nothing is funny. It's just, here we go. So, the sword, though, is always going to be the option that's going to propel you further in the long run. But again, it's harder to find. It's going to make you sharper. But it's going to be hidden in a way, And it's just up to you to find out what the sword is in every scenario. Because in the option where you got the option to kind of cuss the person out, which you will probably be within your rights to do so, but there is a consequence, which means you gonna get reprimanded or you might even lose a job. The sword option would benefit you way more, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult to execute, and that would call for you to maybe dig into your customer service bag, and deal with the disgruntled or just outright rude and unruly customer in such a way that makes them walk away feeling like an idiot and making you look like more of a champion to the overseers or the people that are your supervisors and even the employees that are within earshot. They kind of like, oh, okay. Look, sir, I understand you're upset about this or that, but is there any way we can come to a meaningful solution where both parties are? And it's like, wait, what? Like, so you didn't just get mad when I called you, or I said this or that, it's like, nah. I mean, to be honest, sir, it's a job like this, I have to develop thick skin, and I understand you're upset. I just want to figure out how we can make this work so that you can continue to enjoy your day and I can go about mine. And it's like, and that might not necessarily be the best analogy I could come up with off the rip, but there are other analogies where the ball and the sword is just like, let's just say, even with something as small as like what you choose to eat, and how you choose to spend your time. I mean, because you want to get some money. You want to get some money, but the opportunity presents itself for you to kick it. And I mean, instead of holding what you got and kind of just chilling out, making a more responsible decision, just kind of like, I mean, not right now, man. I'm cool. I'm actually, focused on something else. You know what I mean? I mean, in a moment you resist, then you get another phone call about, trying to get some work done or some move, some money, some money. Shout out to whoever came up with that, because I've been using that phrase quite a bit in the last couple. But yeah, man, a call come through about some money, and you answer the call of duty, as opposed to you taking the easy way out, getting drunk or whatever, and missing out on some money. Because it's like I said, it's not necessarily gonna be right there. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be. I've had opportunities to do nothing, and it's like, why would I just do nothing? I mean, I'm obviously trying to get something done, but even after I've done everything I could do, and I mean, it's like, what else can I do? So, okay, me thinking outside the box, let me go find someone that I can help to maybe open up my karma a little bit so I can receive something. But this is not me trying to do something for me. It's me honestly trying to do something for another person who was even less fortunate than me at the time, me being the type of person that I was at the time. I didn't really have no motion, you know what I'm saying? I had no job. And I was looking for jobs. I was filling applications and shit. And, of course, it's like, well, won't you just, chill out and don't worry about it, which is basically the ball. But then there are going to be opportunities where doing nothing can be like something that would be the sword for you. But in this particular instance, it was like, okay, you can go fuck off, try to holler at some bras, smoke, drink, chill, relax, feel like you accomplished something, although you didn't really get what you want to get done, did. And, let's say somebody was to call you about an opportunity in the next 2 hours, you done started getting drunk, now you can't move around right now, you know what I mean? A better choice would probably be to either go work out and do something that's going to benefit you in the long run, or like I said, try to help somebody else that's even less fortunate than you and open up your karma a little bit and watch it work, you know what I'm saying? Because I went to go help my grandmother, which ain't a complete stranger, but she was somebody at the time, rest in peace to her, that was a little less fortunate than me. She couldn't get around as much, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to figure out if she needed some help, so I went over to her crib and, posted up with her, spent a little time with her, tidied up a little bit around the crib, got her a couple things, and then, when I had spent a sufficient amount of time with her, I dipped out. And, I got a phone call probably a couple hours later about something. And, that's just kind of the theory at work. And it's, it's something you could try if you feel like you want to kind of do a little bit more. You can, put a microscope on some of the everyday decisions you're doing and eliminate a lot of shit that's going to lead to some bullshit later on. You know what I'm saying? Because, you got to start developing new habits. You got to start developing new habits in order for you to reach new heights. You got to start developing a new bottom. A new bottom. What is that, Jamerson? A new bottom is just like, I'm not, some people, your bottom last year. Neff, what's happening? Your bottom 2 or 3 years ago might have been getting flat broke. And, at this point, okay, that's what's up, man. My nephew, y'all, he said he at work right now. But get that money, Neff. Listen, I was just finna get to a point. But like I said, we got to start reaching new bottoms, which was like, just elevating yourself to the point where I'm not finna go down that far no more. This is my new bottom. If I was making, I don't know, if what I would consider broke to be $0, maybe now I won't get down to no lower than $500 before I consider myself broke. And that will be your new bottom. Next year, maybe it's $1,000, and that will be your new bottom. I'm not finna get lower than $1,000 because when I get closer to that, I get to $2,500. I'm gonna have to cut it on so I don't get all the way broke. You know what I'm saying? We as an individual could do that, and then hopefully that bleeds over into us as a culture and a community, because we definitely need all the help we can get. Another thing is, Another thing is probably, okay, so, and I explained this to a buddy of mine, right? And he was like, man, that's like a cheat code, so I'm going to share that with y'all too. Okay, so while you exploring new habits, right? Let's say you if you could conjoin 2 good habits at the same time, that's like a double whammy. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of us need to maybe do some more reading. some of us do a little bit podcast, listening and something like that while we just, doing something productive. Maybe while you clean up the house or while you working out. While you working out, you listening, instead of listening to music, you listening to a book. What? Game changer. Game changer. And that's kind of like a double sword. Man, y'all niggas don't know nothing about none of this shit I'm talking about, man. Some of y'all is gonna go right over your head, bro. But shit, hey, for those of you who benefit from it, man, kudos to you. Because again, man, y'all the real MVPs, man. But yeah, just do yourself a favor, man, and try to start something new that's gonna benefit you. You know what I'm saying? For all the ladies who, you a single mom, hopefully you're not. But if you are, shit, you need to work out, okay? And you need to take the baby out and get out the house. Go walking with the stroller. 2 birds, 1 stone. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then you listening to a motherfucking, I don't know, a self-help book while you doing all that shit. What? You doing that shit for 6 months, a year, you gonna be dangerous as fuck. You know what I mean? Get you an Audible account, download you some books to where you can listen to them while you offline and get in motion, man. You know what I mean? Start some new habits, man. You don't necessarily gotta have a strong vernacular or be able to read big words to listen to a book. Now, I'm not saying that's a substitute for learning how to read better, but you can still get the information if you can hear. No shot to none of those that can't hear, you know what I'm saying? If you hey, I might need to start putting some type of caption on here so that any of my brethren who are, hearing challenged can hear, because I ain't learned Braille. I ain't learned sign language yet. But yeah, man, get you a Babbel account, because I got one of those. Learn you a new language, man. Get you some game on how to, speak more than one language, because we as Americans, we kind of look like, man, what's up, gang? Peace out, man. What's happening, man? I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. Man, shit, I've been just out here, man, trying not to smack these square bears and, trying to keep it lit so that y'all can, not be suckers out here, man, getting played. But that's pretty much all I got for y'all right now, man. Oh, man, damn, man, that's what's up, bro. Welcome home, bro. Welcome home, man. Hopefully some of this I just dropped, if you missed it, man, you can run this back and replay it. I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna do a edited version where I put pictures of the shit that I'm talking about and shit, on YouTube. So if y'all ain't rocking with me on YouTube, y'all need to be rocking with me on YouTube. And is that right? Boy, man, people gotta stay, man. Hey, that. Well, shit, if you gonna do it all the way. You ain't no thief. You ain't say I'll be robbing shit. But yeah, man, I'm just talking about the sword and the ball theory. That's the name of this show, man. The topic of this show, the main topic, and how to apply that. You know what I'm saying? We got the ball, which will be an option that could be right there in front of you that you can take. And that's just the easy way out a lot of times. Or you could pick the sword, which would be, you doing something more productive, which would be a little bit more challenging, but it's definitely going to be more beneficial in the long run. Let me see. You be keeping my head on my shoulders. I appreciate you. Nah, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate every one of y'all who listen to this and rock with me, man, because I wouldn't be, doing this if it wasn't for y'all, man. Just to hear one of y'all say that, man, it makes my, it does my heart some good, man, to know that I'm not just up here talking. And then there's some people out there that's getting some from this, man, because it's all about y'all. It ain't got nothing to do with me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for my health. But to know, like I said, it ain't got to be 1 million views. If it's just one of y'all out there that's benefiting for what I got to say, man, I'm doing my job, bro. And that's payment enough. I do got a cash app though for all of you who really got who got chose and you not scared to show love monetarily. $ SuperStee, SuperStee. But yeah, man. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, man, it's just, you know, it's my way of giving back. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, I hate to have to slap one of you clowns that don't really understand the difference between a real one and a sucker. Because, I mean, it's wheats and tares out here, man. There's a lot of you cats that think that just because, you know, y'all grew up together and shit that y'all gonna be on the same level. But nigga, it's really trees and grass. Hello? Oh man, this stay free, bro. That's all I want. Just stay free. Get you a gig. Man, matter of fact, I don't know. Hit me up, man. You know, DM me, and man, we'll talk. We'll see. We'll figure something out, man. Cause I got some lines I can tap to get you together, man. To get you, make sure you straight, bro. And I'll share them with you. But anyway, yeah, man, wheats and tares, man. Trees and grass. It's a lot of you cats, like I said, man, y'all done started out with a nigga, and y'all think because y'all was in the same grade and y'all know this person that y'all was supposed to be in the same space at the same time for life, bruh. But some of these cats out here is trees. You know what I mean? That just means that they gonna get bigger and you know, reach new heights. And, you know, a lot of you niggas, most of you niggas is grass. It's blades of grass. I call you niggas blades. Because you's a weak individual a lot of times. And it ain't necessarily nothing you can help. And, you know, I'm not trying to make nobody feel ashamed of being whatever it is they is. But just understand, bro. I mean, you know, some niggas just ain't gonna get there. I don't give a fuck how much they put in, how much effort they try. They just not gonna get there. And shame on all you sucker-ass niggas that go about shit in a weird-ass way to try to get somewhere when all you got to do is really ask. You see a nigga that's doing better than you, I mean, instead of you trying to figure out how to take what the nigga got, man, just ask the nigga what he do for a living. You know, and mean that shit. And, you know, ask better questions to individuals that you feel like you see and that's doing shit that you want to do. Instead of trying to figure out how to take something. And I ain't no shot to nobody in particular, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to grind for mine, bro. That's just how I get down, man. I keep shit nutritious. So I don't be looking over my shoulder and shit because I don't really want to have to be, you know what I mean, doing all that extra shit. I just don't. You know, I want to live a life where I can just know that I ain't really slime balled a whole bunch of people. I don't got to look over my shoulder for the rest of my life, man. But that's all I got for that at this point. We gonna move on, you know, to lighten up the show a little bit because it's definitely supposed to be edutainment. You hear me? We're gonna go into the segment I like to call "Is That Right?" Yeah. So on "Is That Right" today, we have again this motherfucking Democratic convention out there in Chicago, and I mean, the protesters is tearing that motherfucker up. But on the inside, they got weirdo ass Kamala Harris and them then paid Little John to perform. And I'm just like, man, why the fuck is we not understanding we're being insulted? That shit got to be a fucking slap in the face. You motherfuckers, you couldn't even get nobody no name brand motherfuckers that's out right now. You got to go get his old ass, his washed up ass. No. Hey, man, I'm not really trying to diss Lil Jon as much as I am. Like, man, what the fuck, bitch? You think that we just want to kick it? We want to figure out what the fuck you got going on. Why this bitch ain't said nothing about no motherfucking policies? Now, I heard about a policy. That'll fuck y'all up. This bitch about to open up the borders to where it ain't no motherfucking border patrol. Ain't none of that shit. They should just about to open that shit up, floodgates. So if y'all don't like what the fuck going on right now, it's about to get even worse if y'all keep voting for this broad. And I don't know what else I got to do to get y'all to understand this shit is a bad look for us, man. And it ain't got nothing to do with me not loving black women. I love black women. But that lady ain't even black. Okay? I love my mama. I love my aunties. My woman black. My little girl black. And I'm telling y'all, that shit ain't gonna be what's up for us, man. It's just not. I mean, it's supposed to be funny because, I mean, but I don't know. Did that nigga Lil Jon have some blonde dreads? Hey, man, y'all better batten down the hatches, because it's getting ugly out here, man. Next we got this motherfucking whippets epidemic. Now, I was just talking about the ball and the sword. Wait, what? Huh? You said what? What's whippets? Let me try to explain this shit. Whippets is basically like nitrous or something. Maybe it's helium. I don't know what the fuck it is. I ain't fucking with it. And I seen a white dude that used to work at this spot that I used to frequent get fired because he was huffing that shit. And well, what's the purpose of that shit? What does it even do? Would it make you feel lightheaded? Change your voice, son? Some of these niggas, it sound like their voice was deeper or something. I don't know what the fuck they supposed to be doing. But they got cans like this with a little something on top of that motherfucking. I mean, you know, and then they hitting it like it's a motherfucking ready whip or something. You know, and they hit it, inhale it, and then blow it out. I mean, the cans about as tall as some of these little motherfuckers, and I'm seeing it a lot in Atlanta. But it's like $100 can, bro. You know how much, I don't know, tree you could have bought with that to actually give you a head change that's I don't know, I'm not promoting weed altogether, but I'm shaking my motherfucking head because it's like, why do we keep following after the Gentiles when it comes to certain shit? Because I'm telling you, man, that ain't even something we do. First we got this motherfucker Nelly basically on crystal meth because he popping pills. Nigga, where the fuck is motherfuckers even finding e-pills? This nigga going to the dope house that's selling all the drugs that niggas used to do. That nigga going to the dope house that sell crack and regular weed and ecstasy pills. And we get like 50 beans. What are you popping beans for, nigga? Why are you trying to stay up all night and you 50 years old, bro? You got a baby on the way. Take your ass to bed, nigga. And figure out how the fuck you gonna make another hit or something. Start bullshitting with yourself, nigga. But yeah, whippets. The whippets look like it's an epidemic. It's kicking up. And that's clearly a ball decision versus the sword. The sword would be not to do that dumbass shit, nigga. Save your money and, I don't know, buy you a car or something instead of walking around with a big ass whippets can, taking hits of nothingness and getting lightheaded and walking around talking shit to people. This nigga was eating some burger and hit the whippets. Niggas was rapping about whippets. Like, it's a lot going on with that, man. And it's really sad to see. Because, you know, the rest of the world be watching this, bro. Now you're going to see African kids out there with BB gun cartridge pipes hitting those because they probably can't get nothing like how we getting it out here and trying to just be dizzy. Because I seen their ass out there, they sipping syrup, but they ain't sipping syrup. Nigga, they sipping basically NyQuil, over-the-counter shit, trying to get drunk because they see us doing it. It's just ridiculous how much influence we really got. And we don't be, you know, like weaponizing that shit to our advantage, bro. Look, next on the agenda, we've got a couple scam alerts. Now, I know, this ain't for the niggas that be trying to steal shit. This is for the niggas that's trying to keep their shit from getting stolen, niggas. Okay, so if you a nigga that be trying to, you know, scam, turn this shit off so you don't hear this, because it's some bullshit that you don't need to hear. But I want y'all to kind of be protected from the other niggas out there that mean to do you harm. Like these RFID scanners that is basically scanning niggas debit cards and shit, credit cards and shit. If it got an RFID chip, you can get a scanner. Really, they be scamming and scanning nigga shit through their pockets, through their wallets. I had to get me a new wallet, nigga, a RFID wallet. They got them on Amazon. Fuck with those. They ain't even all that expensive either. And they basically block your shit from being scanned through your pocket. A lot of y'all probably need to grow up and get a motherfucking bank account so you can start using credit cards instead of a debit card. Because a debit card is your cash, nigga, and the credit card, that shit is gonna come back to you. They'll keep you. They'll give you that back. You know what I'm saying? Your cash should be gone. Because another scam alert is motherfuckers is putting super glue in these motherfucking ATMs. They putting super glue in the ATM machine so that you can't use the scan part. You gotta. And then the nigga that did the shit will be coming through there like, hey man, you maybe you should try to tap it. You should just use the tap function. And you like, okay, I'm gonna use the tap function. Thank you, man, I appreciate it. So you use the tap function, you get your bread out, not knowing that when you use the tap function, the motherfucker asks you how you completed your transactions. Or, you thinking it's just finna go off. And you gonna have to push your number again to do more shit. Nope. These scamming ass motherfuckers then found out that shit is something that you don't have to do. So they put super glue in the motherfucker, have your ass tapping, and you walk away with your little $40 or whatever. And then you look in your shit and they say that you out $960 out your account. This nigga that went behind you and made a withdrawal from. And then you try to go to the bank and fight the bank talking about you didn't authorize the transaction. They're like, no, yeah, you did. You authorized that shit. So it's like, what? Yeah. Watch it, man. Watch your motherfucking bread, bro. Be aware of what's going on around you, man. These rapists, these motherfuckers is getting bolder and bolder. They following motherfuckers around. Females, keep your motherfucking eyes on what's going on around you, not in your damn phone. Because, these motherfuckers is putting trackers on bitches' cars and putting shit on their motherfucking door handles and shit. I heard about a Walmart employee or a Walmart manager looking out for a young lady who was about to get played like that because she had been getting followed and shit. She didn't really know what the fuck was going on. Motherfucker then put a tracker on her car. And, you know what I'm saying? And all this other shit. Motherfucker had a tracker or what is that? Air tag tracker. And, he was able to detect that this bitch had an extra air tag on her car that was probably used by one of these motherfucking little rapist-ass motherfuckers. They in groups. They in vans and shit. Running around Walmarts trying to find bad ones that ain't really aware of what's going on around them, and then rubbing weird whatever shit on they motherfucking like door handles in order to fuck them up, man. It's crazy out here. Even motherfuckers even putting it on money. Motherfuckers putting it on like $20 bills and dropping them in the parking lot and shit. So be extremely careful with picking up money that you see that's laying on the ground, because it might be contaminated with some substance that's going to make you pass out so they can scoop your ass up and take you on where you need to go. That's because it looked like Walmart got cameras. That don't necessarily mean all of them work. You never know. So please, ladies, please, gentlemen, because you ain't above getting scammed either, apparently. Watch yourself out here, man. It's getting closer to wintertime where, in the wintertime, it's ugly. Motherfuckers trying to, buy Christmas gifts and all this other shit. So the scam life be kind of a little bit, on 10 around that time of year, man. Let me just quick sidebar off in this, but why the fuck, I ain't got no Tesla yet, but why the fuck can Tesla see ghosts? Now, I don't know if any of y'all have been seeing this shit. I done seen this shit a little bit more than I want to see on YouTube, where motherfuckers is pulling up to cemeteries with their Tesla, navigation on, and they're seeing ghosts. Why did this motherfucking machine can detect human beings, but not only that, they can detect ghosts? And the weirdest part is when a motherfucker leave the cemetery, sometimes it be a motherfucker following them all the way home. And it's a ghost. There ain't nobody behind them, but the motherfucker follow them. They doing 70, 80 on the motherfucking freeway. The ghost right there. So, hey, it's some creepy shit going on out here. Hey, shout out to Elon though. Shout out to Elon Musk, man. Going to bat for us with the freedom of speech situation, bro. Cause I ain't even got no Twitter, but I'm kind of glad that Brett got Twitter so the motherfuckers can understand that, you know, we gonna keep free speech, man. We'll talk about it a little bit more in worldview, but right now we're gonna go on to the segment I like to call Celebrity Spotlight. Yeah, Celebrity Spotlight. Where we talk about what the fuck is going on with some of these celebrities and how you can benefit from their kerfuffles. First up, we got Whack 100. Now, Whack 100 apparently didn't have this man, Boo Capone. Shout out to Boo Capone, man. And I'm hoping it's not true, but I'm under the impression it is. He got people out here. Whack 100 going around letting people know that he done got Boo Capone ran up on and choked out, man. And I mean, you know, Boo done said some wild shit about Whack on a couple of them shows, man. Now, Boo Capone, if you don't know who that is off of this show called Roast Me. So shout out to them, man. I don't know when the fuck they gonna get another one of them shows coming out, man. It's been a while. And shout out to Teddy Ray for developing the show and coming up with it. I don't think he get the credit he was supposed to get for the show. They pretty much stole it from him, I think. But rest in peace to Teddy Ray. And yeah, shout out to Boo Capone, man. I hope you alright, man, because I know you out there with them gangsters, man. But you running around reckless like a motherfucker untouchable. I guess he talked about how Whack 100, he didn't know Whack 100 for 20 years, and he got a, you know, he ugly and he got a big butt. Talking about, like, you know, he be putting his booty in everybody's face. Talking about on the P and all of this nonsense. And then, I mean, so it's like, is there any wonder why he got ran up on? I mean, hey, man, some of y'all niggas gotta understand, man. You can't, hey, one day, bro, you can't, hey, your alligator mouth will write a check that your canary ass can't cash. And you just don't want to be that kind of individual, man, out here selling whoop tickets like that. I had that nigga Roland Martin got ran up on by an individual he was calling stupid online and found out the hard way that, hey, man, this online shit ain't just, it's still, you know, you exposed, you out here, you a celebrity. And the nigga had the nerve to have the grannies taking up for him. Like, y'all get off of him. Get on back here. Get back now. You know, y'all don't need to be fighting out here. You know what I mean? Like, bro, don't start shit and then try to hide your hand, nigga. You out in public now, you a public figure, and you might get your ass ran up on talking that dumb shit, bro. Anyway, Whack 100. Now, Whack 100, they got this man set up and choked out, but I'm hearing that he said a lot of shit about Jay Diggs, and Jay Diggs, they ain't ran into each other yet for some odd reason. Is that I'd pay to see that fade. I'd definitely pay to see that. I want to see that. That I'd pay to see. And I can tell you, look, hey, I'm a one-on-one. I got 100 on Diggs. I'll put 100 on Diggs. I ain't gonna lie. As long as his hair tied up, I don't know. I think Diggs would give old Whack a run for his money, man. But hey, man, maybe that's the Bay Area and me rooting for bruh. I mean, but this is all a celebrity boxing match. It ain't necessarily not no street shit where these niggas might end up trying to shoot each other or something. I'm just saying, what's wrong with the fade? What's wrong with a friendly fade, man? Next. I've been laughing about this parody. I don't know if y'all follow me on Instagram, man, but I put up on my story a clip of Ace Vane making fun of this individual for talking shit about 50 Cent. Now, if y'all don't know, man, 50 Cent had a weekend out in Shreveport. Now, he didn't went and grabbed his studio out there, and I forget the name of his studio, but he G Unit Studios or something like that. He didn't went and made, you know, his studio out there in Shreveport. So he I guess he trying to make his impression on the city. You know what I'm saying? And it worked out, because apparently there wasn't nothing that he didn't do. I mean, you know, he paid the police a nice amount of money. It wasn't no incidents. That's the craziest part. But it's still like you can't please everybody, which is, I guess, a lesson I need to kind of see and understand. But you can't please every motherfucking body, and I just don't understand why the fuck not. But at the same time, motherfucking Hurricane Chris then jumped his ass out the window talking shit about 50, like you ain't hired no local legends. You came to my city, you ain't get no local legends. Why you didn't get, you named off two niggas, then what about me? You ain't put me on. I want to get up and say, hey, baby, on the stage. 50 and his crazy ass is like, nigga, your shit don't get no play on my Ron Flex. Like Hurricane Flex. Oh, shit. Your shit is trash to him, bro. I mean, he got a couple of niggas. I forgot dude's name, bro. Fredo Bangs. He got him in there. He had Master P out there. So he had individuals representing Louisiana and Shreveport, to be perfectly honest. And there's another local dude from Shreveport he had put in it. And they all replied like, man, who the fuck is you talking about, bro? Why is you... Brothers look like a blade out there. I don't understand what the fuck was wrong with that nigga. And I ain't gonna even lie, bro. I was surprised to see comedic legend Lou Nell. Shout out to Lou Nell. Shout out to the town business, man. But I mean, I'm like, I guess she was unhappy with the fact that he didn't have enough female comics representing up there. And from what I could hear, Brett tried to get that. He tried to get her. I'm just like this. And this is the sword. Because the ball would be getting online and shitting on 50. Because that's kind of the easiest thing to do. I mean, a lot of you niggas is addicted to clout. They want to just look like they give a fuck. But if you really, really give a fuck, instead of you talking about how this motherfucker ain't did shit, you can make sure that women always got somewhere to go do comedy by, you know, leveraging your celebrity or whatever the case that may be, and making a way for, you know, like a all women review or something, you know what I'm saying, where you like, who's to say y'all can't do the Queens of Comedy thing again, or not even the Queens of Comedy, just up and coming Queens of Comedy, you know what I mean, and get Zaynab and get you know, I mean, it's another female comedy that don't get a lot of pub, but I think she cool, like Camacho. She out there, man. She funny than a motherfucker. I mean, we all know about the Queens of Comedy, and you know, I'm drawing a blank on her name, y'all. Damn, some more. That's a funny bitch. That's a funny ass bitch. But I mean, you know, you can get motherfuckers like Jess Niche, funny than a motherfucker. That bitch funny than a motherfucker. Get Jess Niche, Zaynab. Let me think. It's a couple more females that's out there making waves, bro. But you can get them and put them on, and put a, you know, something where females can have something to do every time. Instead of just, you know, getting that 50. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure whatever they had to say, it probably ran off 50 back, like, you know, whatever. But yeah, I just, you know, I like to see females get theirs too. You know what I'm saying? If they got props to get them. You know what I'm saying? They book them. Fuck with them. Because it's some funny female. And I ain't saying this female comics. Like, they funny comics, period. Whether they female or whatever. They funny. If they funny, give it to them. you know. I'm trying to think. At any rate, that's pretty much all I got for Celebrity Spotlight, y'all. On to the next segment we like to call Worldview. Now, in Worldview, I was talking about some shit a little bit earlier with the freedom of speech, and the shout out to Elon Musk, because Elon is doing a lot to keep freedom of speech alive in some of these areas where they not fucking with it. One of them places they not fucking with it is motherfucking London. Now in London, they just had, like, I talked about that I think on the last show. A few little girls got stabbed up, and I think one or two of them got killed or unalived. At a is it a Taylor Swift situation? I'm drawing a blank on what the event was, but these little girls died, and you know it's been up out there, but also they have been cracking down, the police that is, they've been cracking down on people who are trolling. Like, they making trolling like a punishable offense, like with actual jail time. Can you imagine telling, somebody to fuck themselves, or, saying something about a motherfucker's, whatever. You causing contention, and you might have did this post, and then the post, they ain't even got to have no views, bruh. It ain't like it gotta have 5,000 views plus for it to be a law, like nigga, 20, 30 views, if that. They at your motherfucking door. Hello, it's Rebecca. Can I speak to Rebecca, please? Rebecca Nottingham. Hello, it's the authorities. We're here to make an arrest. You over there trying to eat teas and crumpets and shit, and then y'all ass getting arrested for some shit you said last month about Prince Harry being bald or something. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's some bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? You call somebody in the royal family out their name, and you going to jail, bitch. Now you going to jail. Motherfuckers with tall hats on, with that stupid ass siren. They on your ass. I can't believe that shit, bro. I'll be up out of there. I'm saying, hey, don't bring your ass out here. We got too many motherfuckers out here already, bro. And we don't want to see a whole bunch of motherfuckers with fucked up teeth come out here with them stupid ass accents. I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers stealing all our motherfucking parts too, nigga. Y'all niggas think y'all slick, man. I seen the nigga that was on BMF. I thought that was a nigga. He a British motherfucker. And they little shows out there. They stealing our whole shit. I seen some gang members. They motherfuckers had red and blue out there in London. Like, it's some superhero show on Netflix. And all these motherfuckers that's been cosplaying as Americans in these shows, they on the one show, and it's like they got their London accent, and it sound, it's just like, I don't even got nothing against motherfuckers from London, but I mean, it tripped me out when I seen old dude from Snowfall was British. Like, this nigga been kicking it with somebody from LA for a long ass time to try to get his accent together, boy. You heard my little tired ass British accent, but I mean, if I kicked it with a nigga from Great Britain for like a month, I could probably pull that shit off a little bit better. But I would not want to do that shit for an extended period. These motherfuckers get paid to be somebody else. I can't believe it. I mean, and shout out to Wesley, man. I think Wesley Snipes has got a new role as a Blade in an upcoming Marvel movie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking with Disney right now, because they on some bullshit. But, I mean, shout out to Wesley for getting the opportunity. And the dude that gave it to him was the dude that played Deadpool. I forget his name, though. He done played 2 or 3 superheroes. I think that nigga played the Green Lantern, too. Like, how the fuck this thing gonna be? Anyway, this motherfucker bust. He had Marvel and DC comic books shit. And he getting all the motherfucking money. And Mint Mobile. Nigga, I might fuck around and get me a Mint Mobile phone. Nigga, $30. How much is it? $15 a month or some shit? Nigga, I don't know. Whatever. I forgot his name though. It don't matter. He ain't shit. Next on Worldview though, Japan. Now, we had the Black Monday shit, and Japan took a big hit because they got a lot of their bread wrapped up in ours. I think they invested in our currency. But aside from that, man, these motherfuckers is out there dumping about 1.25 million tons of radioactive power plant water into the motherfucking Pacific Ocean. Now, this is kind of old news. But when I seen that shit again, I was like, damn, maybe my people need to know that shit, because I ain't been fucking with nothing. I love salmon. I like salmon a lot, but I ain't fucking with nothing out that motherfucking and I might be tripping. Salmon might actually be a freshwater fish only. But I don't know. Shit, I'm not fucking with nothing that came out the Pacific right now. Anything that I eat is gonna come out the Atlantic, but I ain't been fucking with none of the waters. I don't trust none of that shit. I can't do it. I seen something about salmon. It had motherfucking parasites all in it. Oh, and then eggs, nigga. Eggs, you gotta watch out for the eggs. Eggs got long parasites in them too now. You gotta watch that shit, man. Watch all of that shit. That shit ain't cool, man. But yeah, they dumping hella radioactive water in the ocean. And Korea mad. We should be mad. And it's motherfuckers that's mad because they that's all they eat. That's all they eat. They eating everything out there, motherfucker. Octopus, crabs and shit, all that shit. That shit going straight to the bottom too. After it float around on the top, shit, nigga. Big ass crabs or nigga some motherfucking toxic crusader crabs, squid, big ass, huge fucking squids coming out that motherfucker taking over. They ain't fucking with that shit. They be having movies about shit coming out the water, Godzilla and shit. So they probably scared about a whole different reason. But yeah, shit. They got to eat whatever they can find on land out there now, because this Japan fucking shit up. Anyway, that's all I got for Worldview, man. I'm not touching nothing else right now. I've seen that I think Ukraine trying to drop hella bombs on Russia's capital, but they missed all of them. America then gave them some motherfucking some fighter jets that they wasn't supposed. They said they wasn't gonna give them. Now it's just like, man, are we in this motherfucking war or what? You know what I mean? Like, we having all these proxy wars that we involved in, bro. I just don't look. I'm off the politics for night. I'm done. Anyway, on to a segment of the show I like to call "Don't Be a Weirdo." And on today's segment of Don't Be a Weirdo, we got a doozy, man. Now, I don't know who to get this award out to. I really feel like, it's going to go to the motherfucker it's supposed to go to, but it's like, I don't know what's going on in Dade County School District, man. Well, they vetting process ain't really what it need to be, because Miami police received a cyber tip and was sent out on Instagram about a South Florida school psychologist who worked with children with special needs. Now this is a motherfucking psychologist. Yeah. So, and you psychologizing kids with mental disabilities and shit, and you a freak, nigga. So he working with kids with special needs, autism, shit like that, and is facing charges for allegedly possessing and disturbing child pornography. Allegedly possessing and distributing child pornography. So you not only watching this shit, you giving it to other motherfuckers to watch. Freaky ass nigga, man. I can't, boy. And when you see a picture of this motherfucker, I'm gonna show it in a minute. The motherfucker he done got his ass beat in there. I'm surprised he alive for real. Cause you what? Anyway. He's distributing child pornography. He has sent 2 videos of children performing sexual acts to over 50 people. And this motherfucker is 62-year-old Robert Lee Turner. That is our weirdo of the week. Now, he done all over Miami. He ain't at just one school. He had several schools. Whoever need him. And who knows what he doing with this motherfucking, these kids. Now, he even got fired and shit. And he can't be within so many feet of nobody or no parks and none of that shit. But how the fuck did he even get in that far? To where y'all just like, I tried to go work at a school. I was a lunch man for like a month and a few Decembers back. Yeah, I said it, nigga, a lunch man, not a lunch lady, but I was too cool to serve food to the kids. I'm in the back doing the prep shit though. But nigga, I was trying to get in that motherfucker. They was looking at me, and I'm kind of tall, so they was just like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? You gotta get a little badge and shit. They gotta make sure that you know what I'm saying, you cool before you go in. But this is just me doing some temp shit. They went through hella shit. Like, how the fuck this motherfucker get a whole job and nobody know this motherfucker freaky with kids? Man, I can't stand that shit, bro. Anyway, that's all I got, man. Robert Lee, you a hoe ass motherfucker, man. And I'm hey, man. Yeah, y'all out there, y'all doing time with him. Y'all know what to do. Anyway, that was a joke. Not really. Anyway, the next segment and the final segment of today's show is Who Got Active? Now, this is a good one, because today's Who Got Active, I actually got a kick out of seeing this shit happen, because look, man, and this was out of New Jersey. Shout out to New Jersey. The nigga that got into it he sounded like he got a New York accent though. So he probably just got out and, trying to change his life. Went to Jersey, got a bus driving job. Yeah, it's the bus driver story. The bus driver, driving, doing what the fuck he do. And one of the passengers, unruly motherfucker, and spit on the man. You spit on a grown man? And you thought shit was gonna be cool after that? Now a lot of y'all niggas is like, oh man, damn, but he didn't have to do him like that. Nah, fuck that. You spit on a nigga, that shit is nasty, man. Motherfuckers can have anything. Hepatitis. You can catch shit out your mouth. Mono. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit, bro. It's just not cool for you to spit on another person and think that you was gonna walk scot-free. And after that, the dude was like, man, what the fuck, bro? Ooh. He looked like he was about a foot shorter than the dude that spit on him. But boy, he had a lot of dog in him. And he dogged the shit out that man on that bus. He said, hey, y'all, the passenger, y'all go back past, the emergency door in the back. Go back there. Now, what was you saying? Nigga, and wore his ass out. He was talking to him while he beat his ass too, so he got to be an 80s baby. And he was telling the nigga like, nigga, I'll kill you, nigga, I'm a killer. You was fucking wet. I bet you that little young nigga, and I say little, that nigga was at least 6 foot. That young goofy motherfucker ain't gonna be spitting on nobody else. I bet you that. And I hope the dude that, I think they arrested the bus driver too. Shout out to him, man. Y'all, hey man, if he got a GoFundMe, hit that, man. Get him up out of there, man. You get him a good lawyer. I bet you Benjamin Crump, goofy ass, probably gonna, run up there and help him out. Hopefully, somebody need to go see about that man though, cause he don't need to be in no jail, and he need to have his job still, cause he just helped that young man for real. He helped him in the most unconventional way possible. But I bet you he ain't gonna spit on nobody else. And but the dude's name is Teron Walker. So Teron Walker is our activated individual of the week. And that's been today's show. I hope you guys got something from it, and I will see y'all on the next one, man. Hasta luego.